Mrs. Bolanle Benson's eyes popped open as she heard the door gently close behind him. When he had awoken, he thought she was still asleep. Even before he removed the covers, she had felt his eyes roaming over her body, and she fought hard to keep her breathing even as heat pooled in her lower limbs. He had leaned in, and like a blind man, his fingers had traced her features, gently mapping out her eyes, nose and lips. They had continued downwards, skimming over her breasts, which were no longer pert and firm, and moving over her flaccid stomach with its multiple stretch marks. Just as her body was about to explode with the need that had kept them up half the night, he stopped, leaving her body yearning for a dose of his special alchemy. Although she was disappointed, she knew he had to leave. They had agreed the night before that he would leave the hotel room first. Mrs. Bolanle Benson rolled off the bed and stood in front of the wardrobe with its full-length mirror and studied herself, trying to see herself through his eyes. What she saw was a 60-year-old body which had long ago lost the ripeness of youth, and she marvelled at her luck. A knock on the door pulled her out of her self-absorption, and with a gasp of horror she realised she was going to be late. "I'll be with you in a second," she shouted to the knocker as she grabbed a bathrobe. Her face suffused with joy as she opened the door to her family. Holding a silver platter with a card and a box from Cartier, her youngest son bowed deeply and winked at his mother, who giggled like a 14-year-old girl. She ignored the box and eagerly opened the card, tears falling from her eyes as she read the simple message: "To my darling wife, here's to another 40 years."